Hola chicas, now I'm going to teach you another shine, flare 1 and 5. With this shine you're going to learn the technique for any flare step. I'm going to turn around so you can follow me easier. We're going to start just by doing it once so you can watch it. Watch me once and then I'll break it down. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So it's a very simple step, and I'm just going to give you some teaching points so you can make it look good. We're going to start by placing the hands in a sexy position, but as with all the steps, you can choose any arm position you like. This is so that your arms are out of the way and you can see what's happening. Let's start in a dancer's posture. Now, every time you do a flare, you want to think about your leg going away from you, your foot being pointed and your knee almost completely straight. So it's not a tap like we did, for example, front double cross. It's much further away. And as you do that, you want to think about the same hip as the leg, in this case is your left leg, going down. So you are actually sitting on the right hip. So we don't want to be like this, yeah? It's going to make it feel and look odd. So going down, and your torso going towards the leg that is being straightened away from you. So this time is the left rib cage pushing out. If we change legs, the left comes in, the right goes out, exactly the same happens. The leg is almost straight, your toes are pointed, your right hip is down, you're sitting on the left hip, and your right rib cage is pushing away from you. Let's do this a few times. So without straightening the knees, we don't want to go up and down. The right leg comes in, your hips come through the center, and now they go to the right and allow the left leg to go out. Now we do this with the left leg. The left leg starts coming in, you bend the knee, the hips go back through the center, push left so they let the right leg go out. So it's very important that you move the hip before the leg. Watch, your leg comes in, hip in center. Now transfer the body weight, I'm doing it very slow, and let the leg go out. This will happen almost simultaneously, but what you don't want to happen is the leg come out and then drop. Okay, so that drop has to happen before the leg come out. Think, bring the left in, think about the hip, this hip, by you sitting on the left leg, freeing the right leg. Now this hip is loose, this leg is free, and it can go out. Let's try again. Right leg in and left leg out. Left leg in and right leg out. Again, right and left, left and right, okay? And the more exaggerated the hips, the more curvy the step will look. Now let's try to do this with the actual basic, very slowly. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, hip. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So when you go back to the basic, you go back to your normal Cuban motion. Let's try this one more time very slowly. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, hip leg, 6, 7, hip right, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7. So before your basic, you transfer the hip again. You transfer to the right and step forwards on 5, which is the natural thing to do. For the hands, as we've been working previously in other shines, you can add a little bit of tension in your fingers just to accentuate what's happening. So watch. 1, 2, 3, 5. So as your leg goes out, both hands point away from you just to make it a little bit stronger. 7, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. One more time and we practice with music. It's very important for this step not to go up and down. This one we're going to keep it very low. Later on when we start doing the half flare and full flare, we will go up and down. But for this one, I want you to learn to slide one side to the other by moving the body and not jumping. Ready? Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. 1, 2, bend the knees, hip and 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. If you start paying a lot of attention to what's happening in your hips, it will prepare the way for when later on we add hips in figure of 8 and more styling through the hips. Of course, we are women, this is a very important part of our body and our dance. The more we exaggerate the movements, the better the rest of the body looks. So let's try this with music.